Hello, and welcome to another adventure of the Great Banana. We've come to Europe to deliver our catamaran Elysium to its new owners, and we just spent an amazing week in the Algarves. So, right now we're planning to fly home, except this happened.
Air Canada's flight attendants have just finished voting on whether to ratify the
Oh no, what are we to do? Well, why not visit Porto and Lisbon?
Let's go!
How does it taste?
Let's go!
Unreal. Unreal. How does it taste? Unreal.
Retirement, the final chapter. These are the adventures of the Great Banana. Its one-year mission: to explore strange new foods, to seek out new pastas, and new ways to screw things up. To boldly go where no banana has gone before.
Okay, so here we are doing the tourist plane, and we decided to take a little tuk-tuk tour of Porto.
And the one behind it is the first church to be built in the city, the first Catholic church.
So despite tuk-tuk being quite chaotic going through the streets, you get these amazing moments where they just drop you off and you get to see this.
And that was it. Nice little tuk-tuk tour. And not really worth it, I would say. Probably better off in doing one of those stop-and-go buses, but it was fun nonetheless.
Now this is a Dujarinik. Look at that. This must be one of the most impressive arch gates that I've seen. It's beautiful. Yeah, okay. One more church, guys. And this is one that was recommended to us by our tuk-tuk driver. She said it's got a very boring facade, but supposedly it's nice inside. So let's take a look. Last church, promise. Wow, she was right. This is all like a gold gilded art. This is the old convent, one of the only ruins here in Lisbon that's left original. The roof came down in the large earthquake in the 1700s. Supposedly it was like in the scale of over 9.2 on the Richter scale, which pretty much leveled the whole city. Let's take a look. Oh wow. This is like out of a movie scene. Oh, this is incredible. I think I like this better with the roof off. And this is the crypt or the tomb of Princess Katerina, daughter of King Duarte and Queen Leonor back in the 15th century. Oh wow. They made this into a museum. Beautiful.
So Porto was about a 3-hour drive from Lisbon, so we planned to see a few things on the way, and this was one of them. This is the monastery in Batalha, the Batalha Monastery, and if the other ruins wasn't geeky enough for you, this medieval, picturesque monastery is going to blow you away.
This is another one of those things that you just have to be here to get it. I mean, it's like out of a movie scene. I love these cloisters. So there's 2 of them in this monastery. Oh, that's cool. So yeah, it's an original painting. Normally they don't let you in here.
This place was amazing. Not only did they have a huge basilica, but 2 cloisters and museums. So it was really worth it.
Wow, everything is so impressive with this place. Even the statue that sits outside. This is huge. Very majestic looking king. Look, he's got the Templar cross on his chest too. So we just found out that you can actually rent this place to do weddings. It's still open to the public, but they section off the part where you would walk down the aisle. So can you imagine a wedding here? Amazing. Here we are, just arrived in Porto, and our hotel is Vinci Hotels. So our hotel is on this cliff that's on the river, and it gives us access to the upper bridge as well as the lower bridge, which is nice because there's two parts to the city of Porto, upper and lower. And we could have been the ones boating. So those are sailboats waiting for the, I guess, the bridge to go up. There's our hotel. Porto is a magical town. It's busy, so it'd be really nice in the off season. But wow, so pretty. That could have been us. Okay, good morning. It's the next morning, and this is our hotel from the top of the bridge. And oh, it's so much nicer when it's not as busy. But we're going to explore the, like I said, the Porto has sort of two levels, the top and the bottom, and we're going to explore the top part today. All right, so this morning we decided to go for a walking tour, and this is where we're supposed to meet. Our tour guide brought us to this little cafe for a break, and it shows the old wall, and this was actually made from the original old wall, like one of the walls from the original old wall, which was a tower in the wall. This is the Porto de Oliva. Okay. Here we are on our walking tour.
This is where we found that walking tour pretty useful. We would have to kill about 4 days in Porto, so the walking tour introduced us to some of the various sites to see, and we picked and chose the ones that we wanted to see more of.
Good morning, and it's day 3 in our trip to Porto. So today we're just having some breakfast, a coffee, because we got to fuel up for a very strenuous wine tasting later this afternoon. Because when you're in Porto, you have to try the wine. We'll take you along.
Small Portuguese family, third generation. Most of the sellers that you see now are already big groups that make millions of bottles per year.
So there was this old library that gets a lot of attention in Porto. For some reason, it's linked to Harry Potter. And it was ridiculously busy. We tried to line up, and the line went for hours and hours, so we just ended up giving up. But we ended up finding our own little antique building, and we thought it was really cool, so let me show it to you. So we've done quite a lot in the last 4 days, and to be honest, we were getting a little tired of Porto. But we're looking forward to coming home, and tomorrow was the 26th, where we'd be leaving to go to a place that's closer to Lisbon called Sintra, just a half an hour away from the airport. And on the way, we ended up visiting some caves, and we love caves. So take a look. Okay, so here's the backstory. This was discovered in 1971 by 2 hunters who were hunting for foxes on some land. Land wasn't owned by anybody. The guy finds it and discovers the caves, buys the land, and then sets up this private company, and he built all the infrastructure around it now. And actually, we just saw one of the one of the guys is still alive, and we saw him in the office. So that's pretty cool. Wow. It looks almost fake. All right, and here we are in Sintra, and this is our stay. It's at a typical bed and breakfast. It's an old house, no air conditioning, but that should be okay because it's not hot today, and supposedly has some beautiful gardens. But later on today, this afternoon, we are going to go and explore some of the sites up that hill, up that mountain. There's supposed to be some nice things to see, and we'll go into town. Take you along. So Sintra is our kind of town. I mean, we don't like the busy city centers, and Sintra is really picturesque, located on a hill with lots of scenery and wonderful people and little tiny restaurants. There are a lot of cool things to see in the area, but it can get really busy during high season. And because we were planning things last minute, we didn't buy any of the tickets online. So we weren't able to see any of this stuff, but hopefully when we go back to Portugal, we've got something to see. And up there is the Moorish castle, which I'll show pictures of because it's way too touristy. We won't be able to get in there now. That's it. The end of an epic 2-year European adventure, and wow, we couldn't have planned it any better even if we tried. We had saved the best for last. We loved Portugal, and out of all the places we've stayed in Europe, we would consider retiring there or at least spending winters there. Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed the videos, and I look forward to rewatching them as I've forgotten most of what we did. And I look forward to letting you know about our future plans and posting more adventures of the Great Banana.